I have been a fan of Jeffrey Wright since I first saw him on Boardwalk Empire when I was in high school, and he played Dr. Narcisse just so well. I've just been following the actor since then. I really feel that they made a great choice picking him as Vaatu the Watcher. So I'm just happy to hear him narrating the show. Definitely feel that this show caters to our 5'4" brothers who have 6-foot woman fetishes, but I'm just going to leave you guys to your own devices with that. But before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bearded Blerd on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. And there will be mild spoilers ahead. Not a play-by-play, but just mild spoilers. All right, let's get started. I've been a fan of What If since my first What If comic in 2003. What If has been going on since like 1977. This is not a new concept with Marvel. But I'm not a cynic and I'm not nitpicky. If you watch my reviews, you know I really don't like nitpicking stuff. But this really bothered me. In the beginning of this episode, I understand that Peggy made a decision to go upstairs, right? Not whatever, makes sense, right? But what doesn't make sense is the order of events that happened, how they happened. Like, first off, the gallery and Peggy were upstairs. They weren't like downstairs watching the whole thing go down, right? And here they're downstairs. And I'm just confused by that. Like, is Peggy choosing not to go upstairs made all the men insecure, and they were just like, you know what? A woman is downstairs, so I'm going to downstairs too because I won't have a woman be closer than me. I just don't understand why everyone was downstairs. Even the cigarette case was like next to the doctor, and I'm just like, this makes no sense. And not only that, this thing happened, the whole explosion and the gun and the whole thing happened after Steve was transformed. Even in the Ultimates comic, you have when Steve got changed into a super soldier, it happened after. All the crazy stuff happened after. So I don't understand like the things happening before and how her one choice saying I'm gonna stay downstairs made everything happen. It made no sense to me. Moving on. And you can really tell this is really a Disney movie because when Steve Rogers and everyone else is getting shot, it's just like, you shot me. And it's just like, this is so Disney, I just can't whatever, but it is what it is. Moving on. So we get Captain Carter, the first Avenger. I think and this whole show really, this episode of the show was really just a remake of Captain America, the first Avenger. And honestly, I think it was a really good starting point. It gave everyone a familiar story that they knew in the popular movie that everyone really loves for the most part. They can do a lot of really cool things that they can't do with live action. Like, this would cost so much in CGI for them to do that they really wouldn't be able to do it. The flight scenes, even this 50s montage, which was badass as shit. Like, damn, Peggy, you were just knocking people out, like throwing them out of planes. Like, it was just really dope. And it's just really cool things that they normally only can do with animation, unfortunately. That CGI would take so much money to make, honestly. It would just be ridiculous. And I also think the scenes here, or some of the scenes that people thought they were going to get with Falcon and Winter Soldier in this 50s montage, but they just definitely did not get in that show. So I'm kind of glad that we got some action and something really thrilling for us to watch. I appreciate Easter eggs whenever they're placed in things and little jokes and people making fun of things. And there are two that I really enjoyed here. The first one was Steve making fun and saying oh, they may hope they don't send you one of those USO tours where you gotta wear a costume. I thought that was cute. And then also when they get to that train scene that happened in the first Avenger, when Bucky falls off the train and then Peggy saves him, and she's like, oh, you almost ripped my arm off. I was like, I see what you guys did there. That was cute. So one thing that I thought was just really cool that they kept consistent was that Steve and Peggy's relationship. I thought that was just absolutely positively dope. You really got to see that Peggy loved Steve for who Steve was as a man and how he carried himself and his character and the hero he was inside. Really played that relationship, not only in the beginning, but in the 50s montage, at the end when she sacrificed herself. I thought that was just really cool. Now something happened at the end that just kind of sparked my interest, and it's kind of my own little theory, so if you don't want to have any spoilers, just don't move on. But one thing that was just interesting is we watched how Nick and Hawkeye brought the new Captain Carter back, right? And then after that, they're saying it's been 70 years, blah, 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 we know through that. But then Vaatu's voice came back on The Watcher, and he said the multiverse got a new hero. What do you mean the multiverse got a new hero? This is why I think this show is just not like a one-off, let's go show. I think this show is going to have implications or have effects on future movies or shows, because why didn't just the universe get a new hero? See, when Steve was made and came back, the universe just got a new hero. But why does the multiverse get a new hero? So will Peggy play a role in the multiversal war? Or will a multiversal war happen in the last episodes of What If? Or will this play into Stephen Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? There is so much stuff that could possibly happen, but we're only on episode 1. So, what do you think about What If episode 1? I think the show has some great potential, and I'm really excited to see T'Challa in the next episode as Star-Lord. Let me know how you feel in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bearded Blerd on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. Alright, thanks for watching.